It's time for a news and update on Kraken's Garage. Let's get cracking. Good moto morning. I'm your host, Eric. Welcome to another episode of Kraken's Garage. We have lots to go over today, some good news, some bad news, and we're gonna kick it around and let's talk about it. Let's get cracking. In the category of bad news, retired professional motocross supercross racer Scott Sheak suffered a substantial practice crash last Friday at Walden Motocross Track in New York while preparing for an upcoming Loretta Lynn's Amateur Motocross Regional Championship. When Scott was approached, he was found unresponsive and not breathing and without a pulse at the site of the crash. He was rushed to Mid-Houston Medical Center where he was stabilized and transported via helicopter to Westchester Medical Center in Valhalla, New York, where he underwent surgery to stabilize the cervical spine in his neck. After arrival at Westchester Medical Center, it's determined that Scott has sustained a collapsed lung, a fractured cervical spine, as well as a severe concussion, damage on the spinal cord, and a major soft tissue damage. This happened on May 1st, Saturday. Scott underwent surgery, stabilized the C7 vertebrae with rods and screws, and they decompressed the spinal cord. At this time, Scott has no movement or feeling in his extremities due to the excessive swelling and damage to the spinal cord. It is too soon to know if paralysis is permanent or not. At this moment, Scott's recovery process is unknown, but it is expected that he will have an extended stay in the ICU, intensive care unit, and months of physical therapy. So that's some terrible, terrible news. And I'm gonna post a link below. There's a fundraiser called Road to Recovery that's designed for situations exactly like Scott's, and I'm going to post a link to it down below. Kraken's Garage has made a small donation, so I'm asking the viewers that view this video if you can skip your cup of coffee one day this month and just, kick $2 or something to this gentleman to help with his medical bills and his family of one of our own, of somebody that has been iconic in the motocross world. I would very much appreciate it. So our prayers and thoughts go out to Scott and his family and hope for a speedy recovery. As an update to my Confederate race story that I shared with you, I'll post a link to that video down below as well. I made a mistake when I said I walked away in 2018 and just threw in the towel and gave up. I meant it. I never even looked at their website since then. So I made a statement that is incorrect. Matt Chambers is the sole proprietor and CEO of Curtis Motors. They're electric motorcycles designed by JT Nesbitt, and he has sold out the Confederate name. The high-end motorcycle company Confederate Motorcycles has decided to make a much-needed name change. The company will form this time forward to be known as Combat Motors. The CEO, now Earnest of the company, sent a press release to Web Bike World, and I'll post a link to that down below, that the name change. So what that means is Earnest is a capital investment firm, and he presently owns I want to say a B120 Wraith, and he's a rider on it. Put 20,000 miles on that bike already, I believe. But he bought out the rights to Confederate and changed. He solely is the CEO for Confederate Motors, AKA also known as Combat Motors. And he's taken the reins, and hopefully he can turn that franchise around. That said, I just wanted to make a correction. That said, Earnest runs a capital investment type business. And for those of you that don't know, capital investments are when you have investors and you invest in very high risk investments. So that should give you kind of a red flag that Combat Motors, AKA Confederate Motors, is a very high risk investment for these folks to invest their money into. So there's my update there. Not everything is under Matt's umbrella. I was incorrect. Mea culpa. I'm sorry. Okay, in the area of bad news once again, Tankhead, who gave these literatures for my next giveaway, we have a bad update for him. He, April 24th, had bad chest pain. He went into the emergency room. He had triple bypass surgery on April 30th. He's at home with his lovely wife on a very long road to recovery. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Tankhead. I would appreciate it if He does watch my videos, and I would appreciate it if every one of you would give him warm welcomes and blessings down below in the comments below. This is a personal friend of mine who's taken a very hit and a life-changing hit in his life. My heart goes out to him. So again, he is the one who donated the next giveaway of this literature, so bear that in mind. He's a very giving person. Hook him up in the comments down below, please. Which leads to the natural segue of if you would like to win these books. We have an awesome turnout of many people throwing their hat in the ring to win these books. I will be giving them away on May 22nd at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. There will be no more comments allowed. I will pick a winner and we will announce it in the video right after the 22nd, and I will get these mailed out to anybody in the world if you would like to up your game and become a better motorcyclist. If you want to get in, I'll link that video down below if you would like to win those books. And lastly, on the Bad Mofo wallet giveaway, Ark did get in touch with me. He changed his name during that transition time of when he entered to when I picked the winner of that contest. He is now Canuck Chuck. So Canuck Chuck won the Bad Mofo wallet, and the question I get asked over and over and over is, what did he pick to have me put on the wallet? The answer is yes, he wants Bad Mofo on his wallet. So it's good to know I'm not the only sick individual with a sick sense of humor like Quentin Tarantino movies. So that warms my heart. So Canuck Chuck, I'm working on your wallet as we speak now. I am filming parts of that to share that I'll do a time-lapse video on, and we'll get your wallet to you shortly. 2 thumbs up there. I'm glad you got in touch with me. Thank you. There's my ghost dog. That's all we got for today. He's here to remind me that it's time to wrap up the videos in Kraken's Haunted Garage. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding. It's good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.